Ray talked about ginger that's not a sewer ginger?
Well, it might have been.
I don't know. He's a dad, apparently.
Oh, did not know that.
Not a sewer ginger.
I haven't noticed. I don't know anything really about him besides the rich man from Richmond.
Richmond, north of Richmond.
Oh, is it north of Richmond? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
What'd you say it was?
Richmond from Richmond.
No.
Oh, Richmond, north of Richmond.
Yes.
Being DC.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The
Richmond, north of Richmond.
North of Richmond.
Which, unless you've been living under a sewer or in a sewer or under a rock, or
yes,
you would have
be me.
No, because you actually know who this ginger is.
Oliver Anthony or Chris, something.
Christopher
Anthony
Lunsford. Yep. From Farmville, Virginia. Sounds like I'm about to boot up into Farmsville back on the good old Facebook.
Yeah.
Back when that was a thing.
Still is.
And like I said, unless you've been living under a rock, you don't know who this Oliver person is. Now, I have a confession to make. I actually have not listened to the song.
Oh.
Have you?
Yep.
How many times?
3 or 4.
Is it on your personal playlist?
I don't know. Actually, OMC?
I love how we're going through Aaron's music list right now and figuring out things.
How Bizarre by OMC? I don't know. I don't. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so
he's not in there right now.
You don't. So you don't have listed in your music collection right now the Ink Got Dollar Laundry Room Edition single.
What? I'm about to.
You're about to?
Yeah.
Obviously, Richmond, north of Richmond. He has other songs called Always Love You, Like a Good Old Dog.
Yeah.
Virginia. Feeling purdy good.
Purdy?
Not purdy. Purdy. Purdy.
Oh, it's like my friend's. Ooh. I'll have to send that to my friend that has the same spelling for their last name.
Doggone it.
Doggone it. Yeah, brother.
Richmond's Gold. I think he talked about that song in his thing.
Mm.
Stuck living in the new. I have no idea what. The New World. They cut off the title, and with my foldable, when I click on the song, it still cuts it off because it only puts up the thing in the lower right-hand corner.
Nice.
So I'm like, God, yeah.
Just gotta play it.
VCR kid. You don't even know what a VCR is?
Yeah, it's a tape. Like the VCR tape.
Do you know what beta is?
What beta is? No.
If I say a beta tape?
Oh, no.
That competed with VCR for the videotape standard, and they were smaller than VCRs.
Huh.
Like, because you had your VCR and you had your, I don't know, it's what, not called a cassette, but the videotape, the thing.
Yeah.
But the betas were smaller.
Huh. And they didn't do as well?
No.
Was it like a performance issue or what?
I didn't bother.
Mm.
But that was another thing that Sony backed. Sony did the beta tape and they lost, just like Sony did the competitor to Blu-ray and they lost.
Oh, they did? I don't know these things.
Yeah, so back when Blu-ray first came out, there were two standards at the same time. Blu-ray and then Sony's version, and Sony's version lost.
Wow.
To the Blu-ray.
I didn't realize they had a thing.
Yeah. Because Microsoft backed that as well for the time being too. Because when you got the 360,
yeah,
you could get it with that competitor to the Bluray disc player. And yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Yep. So, Oliver Anthony, just wonderfulness that is. Now, we've covered songs before that have had simple lyrics,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Richmond of Richmond, I don't know if you've read the lyrics.
I mean, I heard them. I don't remember all of them, but it's pretty straightforward.
Yep. That's why I've been like, yeah, that just kinda sitting back here. But this song has been called, what have they called this song?
America's new, like, I don't know, oh, anthem or something.
Yeah, they call it the new protest song.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Really? The new protest song of the current age?" So, I'm gonna ask this before I say anything, Mr. Johnson. What do you think about this new song?
Yeah, I dig it.
You dig it. Why? Why do you
It's
dig it?
just I actually kinda like his voice.
Okay.
I did not like, when he started singing, I saw the video of him on the news, I was just like, "This dude's probably not gonna sound that good." And then he started singing, I was like, "Oh, whoa, you sound pretty good." And it's just an well, kinda guitar is it that he has? Because it's got, like, the steel, like, plate on it. I don't know, but so is it like a steel one of those steel guitar things? I don't know. Whatever, but I was like, "Hmm, I like it."
Alright. Have you heard of any of his other music? Let me ask that.
No, I haven't yet. Actually, well, wait, did I? I might have played a song or 2, but I don't recollect
Did
much.
you just say recollect much?
Yeah.
You're not country.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I know. I that word came to mind. I was like, "Recollect." I was like, I
Oh
like that
my
word."
goodness.
It's a slow pain. It's slowly starting to work its way in. Um, yeah, it's just nice, chill music for the one song that I know I listen to. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
would definitely add it to my library.
you would. Okay.
Yeah.
What about, do you know any of the controversy surrounding it already? I think it's made up controversy, but whatever.
Probably not.
Oh, okay. So,
I don't know. Maybe you'll have to start talking. Maybe it'll if I have, it'll come to me, but if not, then nope.
all right, let me read you this line and let me tell me what you think. This is from his song, okay? I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island
Yeah.
somewhere.
Epstein
Yeah, I know. I'm
Island.
like, wow, if
Yep.
that's not taking a shot at someone right there.
Yep.
But that's not
Yep.
really the one that people are having quote unquote issues with.
Yeah.
Do you know what line they're having issues with?
No. No.
He says this, Lord, we got folks in the street ain't got nothing to eat in the obese milk and welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds.
Oh, okay. I never like listening to that. I didn't quite understand what he was saying when I was hearing it.
So
Okay.
the quote unquote controversy is that he's fat phobic and against welfare. I was like, really? If that's what you're getting from that song, I was like, I'm not okay. Spoiler alert.
What?
I'm not like, oh, this is gonna be on my playlist. This is the number one song of the world. Blah blah blah
Oh,
blah.
no.
Um, I think, and this is just me being me with this, and I try to stay consistent on things, and I hope it comes across that way. But he needs a little more time to bake.
A little more
Not
time to
that because he's a
bake.
ginger or anything like that,
Wait,
but
what do you mean bake?
he rose to prominence like basically overnight.
Oh, yeah, he was an overnight sensation because
Yeah,
of that song. Mhm.
he rose to prominence basically overnight. He needs a little more time to do stuff constantly and consistently before everyone elevates him to this superhero. Like, it seems like people on the conservative side of the aisle are instantly raising him up to superhero conservative of the lifetime.
Oh, okay.
It's like, "Oh, we'll produce your records. We'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. Oh, we'll attend all your live events, blah, blah, blah." Like, give him a little more time to be him, to figure
Right.
out things. Just because you agree with this one song doesn't mean you're going to like everything else.
Right.
And I'm not saying he's going to go wacko or anything. You read interviews with him, he says his politics are moderate. He's center. He's not some
Mhm.
crazy, in his own words, he's not some crazy right wing person, and he's not a crazy left wing person. He thinks of himself as center. And then
Mhm.
all of a sudden, everyone from the right side's like, "Oh, da, da, da." Like, even my mom's like, "I have to play the new right wing protest song." And I was like, "Mother,
Ugh.
calm down." Thankfully, when she went to go to play it, her speaker system goes, "You must pay 99 cents," because it wasn't available on the streaming services at that time. It was only available for purchase. So that kind of brought her back, from the edge, hopefully a little bit. And she's like,
Well,
"You
she didn't wanna pay 99 cents to listen to it?
no, she doesn't want to pay 99 cents for anything. She's cheap."
My good how? When she you know what? Never mind. There's just no answer for it. It's
There is no
fine.
answer. There's no excuse either. But yeah, so the Richmond of Richmond, don't get me wrong, the lyrics are good. I get it. That's how he feels. And he even
Mhm.
says, "Hey, I wrote this while I was all this music back in like 2020, 2021 with depression, drinking himself, all the
Mhm.
time, doing drugs, and all that." And
Yeah.
uh it was interesting watching, and I don't want this to be taken as me going, "Oh, I'm judging the guy," or whatever, okay? The guy is, in his own words, so no, not trying to put in his own any words in his mouth, but his own words, has only been a Christian for like a month or so at this point in time,
Mm.
as of the recording this today, okay?
Mhm.
So he's gonna be a little rough around the edges still. He's, things that's fine, right? But so I acknowledge that and I realize that. And it was so this song hit, and then
Mhm.
he's like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna be playing at a concert at this place over here," right? And everyone's like, "Oh, he read a verse from the Bible."
Oh,
I was like
yeah.
"Okay, cool.
Right.
That's good, but don't make him
Don't
up to be like this crazy high figure on things. Let him simmer on his own. Let
right.
him grow, because what's gonna happen is people are putting him up on such a high pedestal that when he
If he makes any sort of mistake.
yep, or he doesn't support the right cause. When I'm saying right cause, I'm not
Mhm.
saying like a r a conservative cause.
Only a conservative
If he doesn't
one.
support
Mhm.
a cause that they like,
Right.
all of a sudden, oh, evil, evil, evil,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, it's gonna come back and blow on him, you know? Because I guarantee you, as our, because we're going into primary season here, as we're gearing up for the elections,
Elections.
but I'm saying, like, the debates are starting and all that
Mhm.
for the primaries and all that. I get, and I hate this is gonna happen to this guy, but what's gonna happen is this: political season is gonna come around, and people are gonna go, "Oh, do you support Trump or do you support this other?" And then he's gonna say a candidate that maybe he likes,
Mhm.
and then the people of the other candidates are just gonna be upset with him and be like, "Well, why don't you support whoever?" I don't know. I don't know who he supports, and you know what? In all honesty, I don't care.
What? What? Um,
What?
and I'm trying to think because obviously the left already hates him.
Oh, of course. There there's conspiracies calling him a plant already.
Calling him a pl
Not like a
Oh,
plant like
yeah,
chlorophyll
no,
green, I grow in the sun, like a
y
plant like
yeah.
a political operative planted there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, "Wait, what?"
He's called the
Okay.
new bard of the right.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure yeah, I'm sure he's gonna be bombarded with all sorts of stupid political crap from the candidates, maybe even themselves being like, "Hey," like, maybe trying to figure something out so he can support them or be in favor of them, all that dumb crap.
Yep.
It's just yeah. People yeah,
They're already
that's gonna
calling
be a
him
shame.
they're already calling him the new Jason Aldean.
The new Jason Aldean?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Guess it doesn't take much to be that high of fame then. Goodness, if you can do that over one song like that, oh my gosh. To be
Well, and
considered
that's why there's this article out there already saying, "Is Oliver Anthony the new Jason Aldean?" Some folks think he's an industry plant.
I guess, I unfortunately, it's like that is believable to some degree, but I guess that's where you have to look back through his timeline?
His timeline of what?
Oh, just
He didn't join Twitter until August of 2023,
yeah.
so there's no timeline there in social media
Well,
land.
okay, yeah, I suppose. I guess it's yeah, how do you prove that he's a plant?
That's why they're asking. They're like, "Oh, is this just something that is in there?" It's like,
Well, and that's why I guess where you'd have to really just go to friends and family and be like, find out more about him and learn about the dude and see like who he has connections with, if anybody. Because I mean, you're gonna have to have some sort of connections with somebody to become a plant like that.
you would think. You would think. But we'll see. I'm just like, that's interesting that
Yeah. Golly,
what?
people are crazy.
But oh, from small Farmville, Virginia,
Virginia just stirring things up. Uh,
trying to
gosh,
trying to see what their proof is here.
on him being a plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the reason that they're saying that it's that he's a plant, there's a guy who's the CEO of Reach Digital. His job, his entire job is to promote and make social media people go viral. And he's been promoting.
This guy,
Yeah.
he's been.
So that's why they're like, "Oh, this is a plant. He's an industry plant, blah blah blah."
Mm,
So it's like, well, you know what? Even if it is, I don't care. The song obviously resonates with people for a reason.
mhm.
There's a lot going on in the world and not just, you know, what's going on over in good old DC.
Mm. That and Epstein Island.
Yeah.
I did when I heard that line, I was like, "Dang." Alright. G
Yeah, and that and I'll be honest, that one kind of threw me for a loop. I was like,
the minor thing.
Yeah, but here's why." Okay, maybe this is just me being me,
Hmm,
going, "This is a ginger hick out in the middle of nowhere."
yeah.
But that's a really clever line
Oh,
for a ginger hick in the middle
were
of
you calling
nowhere.
them stupid?
I got family out of North Carolina living in the mountains.
Yeah. Where I guess
They're
I
not
gotta find
exactly road scholars.
No.
Okay.
Where's the, gosh, why can't I find the line now?
Which one? What are you talking about?
The minors, going after minors.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, verse 2, it's at the beginning of verse 2.
Yeah.
I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just minors on an island somewhere. Mm,
And if you're hearing that originally, you might not get what he
What he's
means,
talking
but if
about.
you read the lyrics, you see it's Miners and Minors,
ORS.
which is like, "Oh, that's a reference to minors, children, Jeffrey Epstein Island somewhere. Oh boy." Yes.
Well, see, originally, I didn't even know he was talking. Well, it was the miners as like coal miners.
Well, yeah, what do you have out in Virginia?
I guess I wasn't thinking about them at that point. I was just literally thinking politicians looking out for like like the kids as minors, like looking out for them, but they're actually just looking for them on an island.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's saying. He's saying, "I wish politicians would look out for minors." He's saying, "I wish politicians would look at people who work in the mines, look
Right.
out for us.
No, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I was just thinking he was still talking about kids the whole time.
You wish politicians would look out for kids and not just kids on an island."
Well, looking out for them as for like the better.
The betterment?
Yes, for the kids, not just looking to use and have their fun and diddling kids sort of thing, you know?
Yep, I'm glad you used that phrasing.
Oh, you're welcome.
Could have got so much worse.
You could have, but
Yep.
whatever.
I
Uh,
other acceptable terms would Epstein them.
but, so that's honestly how I, uh, thought of that first verse, but now seeing that it's looking out for the working miners, okay, I get that too.
What?
Oh, the 5'3" and 300 pounds. That's awesome.
Yep, so that's why they call it fat phobic and
Oh, yeah.
anti-welfare and problematic and blah, blah, blah.
I mean, if you don't care to take care of yourself, I don't wanna pay for you, sorry. I mean, wouldn't that just be about anybody? I mean, shoot. Like, I can't imagine someone that is receiving welfare wanting to pay welfare for other people if they don't try to take care of themselves. Do you wanna pay for somebody's I don't know, like, for a drinker or a smoker or something, like, do they get welfare for something to help their health situation when it goes to crap for liver failure and all that? You wanna pay for that stuff?
And we pay for, like, disability
No,
and that when stuff like that happens. So, let's talk
I
about
suppose.
Christopher Anthony Lunsford,
Yeah.
his stage name, Oliver Anthony.
Yeah.
It's in honor of his late grandfather.
In honor of his late grandfather. Okay.
Yep.
Oh.
And he said, "In 1930s Appalachia, where he was born and raised."
Okay.
He dropped out of high school at the age of 17
Mm,
and went on to earn his GED.
okay.
You know what a GED is, right?
It's some certificate, whatever. Graduating for like a it's not just like saying you graduated some like high school level of education.
Yeah, it's your high school equivalency degree, essentially.
Yeah.
But if you didn't,
If you didn't finish high school or go through it, you can
yep.
get that and yeah.
He worked multiple jobs and then he suffered a fractured skull
Oh,
after a bad fall in 2013,
wow. Oof.
which led him to move back to Virginia.
Gosh, that's gotta hurt. Huh.
He says, and this is a quote of his own: "There's nothing special about me. I'm not a good musician. I'm not a very good person." And then he continues on. "I spent the last 5 years struggling with mental health and using alcohol to drown it. I am sad to see the world in the state it's in, with everyone fighting with each other. I have spent many nights feeling hopeless that the greatest country on earth is quickly fading away." Can't read. I'm doing a Biden.
Oh,
What?
just he can't even yeah, Biden can't even read his own teleprompter.
Wow.
Or he just reads it too much to the point where he's reading stuff he's not supposed to be reading.
Yeah. Repeat that.
What?
No.
Repeat what? No, I'm just kidding.
Yep.
That's interesting though. Huh. Hmm.
Yep, so he's all popular now over wherever you
The
wanna find
one
him on
song.
Facebook. Yep, Facebook,
Just do the one
Twitter,
song.
Instagram, whatever.
Yeah, what's his following like? Uh, it's not Twitter, remember, it's X now.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's Twitter still.
Ain't got a dollar.
Yep. Because if you go to twitter.com, it's
Oh,
still
hey, he's only got 389,000 followers.
only.
Yeah,
Wait, 389,000? Yeah.
and he's following too.
Yep.
Of I'm just
What?
followed by donut operator, Mr. Guns and Gear, and Tim Pool. Nice.
Also followed by Warrior Poet Society, Joel Berry, Jeff Campbell.
Trying to remember what the verse was that he read. Wasn't it out of Psalm?
It
Or
was
was
out
it
of Psalms. Yes. Good job. Your
dang,
memory is kind of good.
can be sometimes.
So he has that many over there, right? And then on Facebook, he has 507,000 followers.
Okay.
So he's definitely got.
He's got a following for just having this blow up after a couple days ago.
At this point, as of when we recorded this, it's like a week ago. Yeah.
Oh, was it that long ago already? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was.
Psalms 37. Well, I guess that's the first thing that popped up for a thing. Search.
For a search.
Yeah, when I searched it. So he will not forsake his saints. I doubt he didn't read the whole thing. It's 40 verses long.
Yeah, so he shared the part about the wicked plot against the righteous
Yeah.
and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming.
Yep. Hmm.
Yeah, because I remember because that was Sunday when he did that, last Sunday.
Okay.
Because I remember when he did that, because all the people all of a sudden were posting online like, "Oh, he has more guts than any preacher on a Sunday for reading this." I'm like,
I mean, for some preachers, yeah.
"Yeah, yeah, I get that," but still at the same time, I'm like, "Huh?" So, here, but let's listen to him read. This
Okay.
this won't be copyright stricken because it won't be.
Because it won't be.
Uh, it's crazy to me because I remember back in June I played here for about 20 people, and but that's the beautiful part of this country, though, is even an idiot like me can make something happen. So if I can do it, you can do it. Before we start singing, and I mean we, because I hope y'all are going to be singing too. I just had something I felt compelled to share with you. This is in Psalm 37, 12 through 20. The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow, to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that have righteousness than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster, they will not wither. In days of famine, they will have plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed, and they will go up in smoke.
the whole I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here, but assume that a lot of those people are probably conservative.
Gee, you think?
I hate the thing, and like we've addressed it in the past, but like the whole thing with just because if you're a conservative Republican doesn't make you a Christian sort of thing. And it's like all these people aren't like, oh yeah, like all for whatever he's reading for scripture. I'm like, I'm imagining at least like, well, I guess I can't speak for everyone. I'm hoping there's some actual like believers and stuff that are in amongst the crowd. But it's like I'm sure a lot of them are just like, oh yeah, justice is going to come to all these like bad dudes in power and whatnot and all that stuff. Which I mean, yeah, it's going to happen. But I guess I don't know. That's just what are I don't know. It's like they're just excited for it for their own personal reasons.
That's why I said let him
Yeah.
grow a little, let him simmer a little, let him.
Am I happy that he shared that or like read from scripture? Absolutely.
Mhm.
I'm curious as so I'm guessing so from at this point he's this is after he's claimed to be a Christian.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm curious as to what compelled him to share scripture with everyone, which again, I think is awesome. There definitely should be more of that, which I'm surprised. Well, I'm sure I'm sure he's gonna get or has already gotten a ton of backlash for it from some people
Oh,
because the
yeah.
scripture isn't really a popular thing, unless you can bend it to mean what you want it to mean.
Mhm.
But and like looking back at you hear about the kid in Watertown for
Oh, Watertown, Wisconsin, that got arrested for, reading the
reading
Bible across the
yeah,
street from, was it a
a drag queen thing or
yeah,
some
drag show
event.
or something like that? Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude got arrested for reading it. It was interesting.
Yeah, that I haven't looked fully into it. I read, like, the highlights of it, and
Right.
I'm like, "That just doesn't sit right."
It
And when I say it
yeah.
doesn't sit right, I'm not saying that he's fabricating or anything. I'm saying that doesn't sit right.
No.
I think the police overreacted and did
Right.
stuff they shouldn't have done.
Right. Well, because yeah, and I've heard like that because they had confiscated the kid's uh megaphone or whatever it was, and like he went in to the police department to I think like try and get it back, which I don't think they've given it back to him. Whatever. But he saw the guy that had arrested him there. He'd asked him, "How's it going?" He's like, "Oh, it's," and he's either like, "It's going fine," or something like that, and then he stopped. He's like, "You know what? Nope, I lied. It's not going it's not going all right." 'Cause, he from the sound of it, they've received a lot of backlash
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
for it, which I'm hoping 'cause in that regards, like, too, it's like, yeah, like, if that is the case where they literally just arrested him for reading it, didn't give him any sort of warning or whatever, or for whatever reason why I don't know why they would have actually arrested him. I don't understand why as of right now.
And that's what I said I haven't read into it enough to see
Right.
if maybe and I'm not saying this is an excuse for what
Mhm.
happened, but maybe he was given warnings or several warnings and
Yeah.
or he did something threatening or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't read
Same.
enough or even seen a interview with that kid. And
Yeah.
I know my mother was like, "Well, it doesn't matter what he did." But I'm like,
No, as
there is a proper way to do things.
right.
Just like
But and if he was doing nothing wrong and he was literally just reading the Bible
then
through a megaphone,
that's a big issue.
right. But that's what makes me nervous about these people that are calling in and complaining potentially. It's
Okay,
how
that
they're
that
reacting.
police department,
Yeah.
how do I say this? It's from an yeah, they're damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
right.
because here's the thing: they arrest the guy, right?
Right.
They're gonna get calls from the conservative side.
Well, and that's where
They didn't
I
do
don't
it.
want I'm afraid of how conservatives are reacting towards
I
him and how they're
I
talking to him.
I know,
Yeah.
but here's the thing: if they
If they
didn't
didn't,
arrest him,
the other side's gonna be calling freaking out and all that stuff
yeah,
too. Yeah. Right. No, I guess the only thing I'm more concerned about for the and it's not the conservatives, but it's because I mean, people are gonna draw that picture or whatever where it's like, "Oh, the conservative Christian side, like, look how they're reacting and stuff," and, like, just, I guess, ruining the name of Christianity even more potentially to those people.
right.
But, yeah. But, yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's where I know, like, me and you will probably differ on this a little bit,
Mhm.
because I know me and you differ on the core of it a little
Oh,
bit. But let me say what I'm gonna say first, and then you can respond.
is that I'm just kidding. Yeah. I'm just you can say whatever you wanna say.
I have
Say
full
what you need to
editorial
say.
control, so I can cut out whatever I want to cut out. No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not do that to you. Anyways, what
Yeah.
I was going to say is this. And like I said, I know me and you differ on the topic of like language and that. Some.
Yeah, I think so as of right now, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's why I said
Yeah.
what I said. Okay. And this is where I know I've also seen some backlash as well on some of the Christian side with his music because they're like, "Oh, he's using this language."
Mhm.
I'm not as, I guess you could say, like, critical about it because
Mhm.
he did say he is a new believer. It's gonna take time to smooth things
Right.
out and that. Do I appreciate the language? No, not at all. But I also understand it's one of those things of it's a progress. It's not, an immediate thing. It's gonna take time to
Oh, right.
change the ways, especially
Yeah.
his age, however old he is. I actually don't know how old he is.
Same. I'd imagine he's I don't know, either probably about the same age as me, if not, I mean, older, I'd probably think, but I don't know,
You think he's the same age as you
or older.
or older?
Not a ton.
Take a guess.
I don't know.
Take a guess.
26. I don't know.
No,
What is he?
31.
Oh, well, so I was okay, he's older. Nice.
Older than you is a wide range, sir.
Yeah. Well, I was saying close to or a little older. So I was thinking he could be on just a couple years younger or for sure a little bit older. Yeah, we're pretty close.
Yep.
Nice.
He worked third shift 6 days a week for 14.50 an hour.
Wow. Wow. Dang.
So, yeah,
I wonder what's the cost of living out in Virginia.
I don't know, but
Still, that wouldn't be sustainable. Can't imagine that being sustainable.
especially with 3 dogs, those get expensive quickly.
Well, depending on how much care you want to put into it.
Yeah, true. But yeah, that's
But
just it.
even for bare minimum, like just feeding and all that stuff, I mean, that's yeah, that's expensive.
Yeah, that's what I said. I I wanna, not that I'm saying that he doesn't have a future on things or anything, but
He's
before,
definitely got a future now. You could.
before I even would do anything, I'd be like, "Give him time to."
Oh, right. Yeah, develop more and
Because here's what I'm afraid is gonna happen for him. Because you see this when things go viral,
mhm,
they'll go viral for a bit,
just nothing
and then
afterwards.
they die out afterwards, and then they're left worse off than they started, potentially.
Yeah,
And but
depending on how
maybe
they
but
yeah.
maybe he got enough out of this that's like, "Okay, cool. We're good to go." Uh, but
Yeah.
it's about, as they say in life, it's a race, not a sprint,
Yes.
and however long this is gonna take longer in life. Will this personally be on my playlist? No.
No?
No.
Have you even listened to it yet? Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, what?
As of 10 days ago, this video is up and it's already got 25 million views on YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that was quick.
Well, no, no, no. So 25 million views is the current counter right now.
Right. From 10 days ago.
Uh, Mine says 11, but yeah.
What?
Says 25 million views 11 days ago, number 1 trending on music.
From Radio WV?
Yep, Radio West Virginia.
Hmm. Well, my YouTube is just weird.
It might just be that you refreshed it just on time where it counted as 10 days, not 11 days.
And now it literally says 11 days.
That's what I said.
I caught it just before. That's funny.
You caught it just before.
It's awesome.
So the ginger from West Virginia.
That's awesome.
Like, I have a feeling
Hmm.
this political season we will be seeing him
A lot.
a lot.
I guess we'll find out. Well, and this is where I guess it depends on either hmm.
What?
I mean, if he personally doesn't want that, I guess, kind of attention, he'll back out of it. But there's going to be a ton of pushing, probably I'd probably say even obviously manipulation going on to convince him to do something
Yep.
if he doesn't want to. So unfortunately for him, he's going to need a lot of strength and determination to to deny and say no to whoever it may be that's trying to get him to do whatever. And again, that's if he wants to. I don't know. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll. So I guess we'll find out as time goes on. But I hope if he doesn't want as much like all that sort of. I mean, he's got the attention no matter whether he wants it or not. But as far as from what he does from here on out and what he supports and all that jazz, like hopefully he can just stand his ground and you know mean say what he means and means what he says, sort of thing. But yeah.
So by the way, I did find out what guitar he uses.
Yeah, well,
It's a Gretsch, Gretsch,
okay.
G9220 bobtail
Okay.
round neck resonator guitar.
Resonator guitar. Okay.
Spider cone 2-color sunburst.
Whoa.
Yep.
I bet those are gonna be a hot item right now.
They're about $650.
Yeah.
Yep. From Guitar Center.
I wonder if they'll go up in value if people really love it that much.
The Gretsch G9220 bobtail acoustic electric resonator marks the return of resonators to the Gretsch family. It has the round neck that's preferable for blues-based music such as Mississippi, I can't even speak English,
Mississippi.
Mississippi Delta blues, country blues, or even ragtime blues. The square neck version, which is used for bluegrass, is also available.
Maybe I should buy one.
Beautiful bound mahogany body with traditional style F-holes.
Okay.
The heart of this richly resounding guitar is the Gretsch Amplisonic Resonator Cone. Hand spun in Eastern Europe from nearly 99% pure aluminum.
Whoa.
for fantastic volume and sonic projection.
Wow.
The onboard Fishman Nashville pickup features a split
Mm.
saddle piezo ceramic pickup
So,
designed specifically for spider style bridges and offers consistent, accurate sound reproduction for every performance.
hmm. Fishmans are good pickups.
Yep. This design transports players to a bygone era, well before the company made its acclaimed 1950s entry into the electric guitar world.
Hmm.
Case sold separately.
No.
25-inch scale length, by the way.
Okay, so that's I think that's pretty average for a standard guitar neck length.
Yep. So they only have 2 reviews, and it's like the one review is a year old and the other review is 5 years old. So
Okay.
it's been around for a while. So it's
Oh
not
yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like a crazy expensive guitar, which makes sense
Yeah.
given the circumstance. But
Right. No, I'm just wondering if you were to blow up enough, like would the value of the guitar go up because everybody's gonna go out and want to buy one that
oh no, I get what you're
all
saying.
them crazy rednecks and you know
Okay, this
them
this sounds
shooting tooting
sh-
conservatives. I'm done.
okay, this sounds bad. Um
What?
he'll make a special edition engraved and he'll just engrave Psalm 37 on it and
Oh,
it'll just
stop.
it'll sell like 5 million copies.
Oh my goodness.
He'll go
Dude,
from
no guitar company's gonna have a Bible verse printed or a
no, they'll get shipped to his house. And they'll
healing.
they'll write it on there and then sell them.
Gosh, don't give them ideas. You're gonna come over next time. I'm gonna have one with that. How much did you spend for that? I don't
You don't know, huh?
know. Just kidding. I would not buy that. I didn't even. I know. No, no, no.
No,
I
what?
didn't even buy Joe Walsh's Paul Reed Smith when that was announced. Okay, I ain't buying this one because that Joe Walsh one would have been a lot more tempting than this one
Yeah,
because it was signed by him, and it's a guitar that I always wanted to buy anyways.
but this is signed by the new voice of the right.
Well, you lost me.
Like I said, give him more time to
Yeah.
because I know it was announced this upcoming week. He's actually
Is he gonna do a tour?
no.
Oh,
Um,
I'd go see it.
wow, I know I'm in Aaron's house because I just got a big old pop-up ad for Jameson.
What? I never look up Jameson.
It was the same ad that was on your computer when I walked in.
You said I had an ad for dogs.
No, you had an ad for Jameson
I
and
did?
yeah, as well as the dog one.
What?
So I was like, I know I'm in Aaron's house. Anyways, what I was getting at to saying
Okay.
is,
Yeah.
and why I said I want to give him a little more time before I go. Like, hey, yeah, cool. Like I know he has this upcoming week an interview with like a Midwest Marxist group.
Mm,
When I say Marxist, I'm talking like Marxist, like politics Marxist,
not the whatever that other Marxist is.
not your like, oh, I'm a good marksman.
Yeah.
Because the Midwest Marxist group is already saying, well, this is already like he's our guy now because he's for the working class.
Mm.
I know that's coming up this week.
Did he accept it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, all right, let's see what we got first before.
You go head over heels for
Yeah.
this guy.
Because this is the Midwest, basically their Communist Party that's going to be interviewing him. And hey, you know what? And I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt until I see the interview. Maybe he didn't know exactly what they are. and
And
then
just accepted
he
it,
just accepted the
going
interview
in
because
blind.
new stuff, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it's like, "Oh, this is what it is," and then
Nah, dude.
yeah.
Don't want to be involved. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, you know, as I said, let's give him time before we go, "He's our new not Midwest, right-wing savior."
Midwest. Wait, no. Yeah, he's from the east side.
Yeah.
He's an east side boy. Oh, no. Never. No.
What?
That just made me think of that. The east side boys, like rapper dudes. They're you know that 369 dang you're fine to
No.
the window to the wall song.
No.
What? Yes, you do.
Actually, no, I
I'll
don't.
play it for you. You'll recognize it. That song is horrible. But yeah, is it that it's is it there's a little John featuring the East Side Boys, and I'm just like, ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anywho,
What?
that was random.
That is very random and, okay.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to listen to more of this dude's stuff, and I don't know, just see what he does as time goes on, and
Yeah.
learn about what this man's really like.
So oh, okay, I thought it was this week. I was
Yeah,
wrong. It's September 3rd.
a couple weeks away.
Yep. They put out, "We will be interviewing Oliver Anthony on September 3rd about the explosive popularity of his song Richmond, North of Richmond, and how it's been connecting with the American working class."
Cause we don't get much money. It's all y'all. I don't know.
So that's from their, I don't know, do you call it their X account, their Twitter account? What nowadays?
Yes, the ex Twitter account.
Midwestern Marks at Marks Midwest, which honestly, I'm not going to spend time giving them interaction because here's the thing: if they're big enough place, guess what they get?
A check mark. I don't know.
No, you have to pay for a check mark.
Oh,
You have if they get enough interaction, they get
mhm.
money then from you, like basically you viewing ads in their feeds.
Ew. Okay. Hmm.
So
Interessante.
so it's one of those things of like, no, I don't want to give them feed.
I don't want to give him no money.
Exactly. But at the same time, I don't think they're verified yet. Which why'd they be verified on a capitalistic environment? I don't know.
Don't ask me, ma'am.
Aaron, fill us in on all the answers.
I got nothing. Got nothing for you.
Got nothing.
Nothing. Nada.
All right.
Hmm.
So, any other final comments about your new hero, Oliver Anthony?
What? My new hero.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta figure out if he's actually my hero or not. He's not my hero.
Why isn't he your
He's
hero?
just a dude that's got a cool voice and plays guitar.
Guitar?
Guitar.
All right.
Now we can listen to him on our way to get dinner.
I knew that was coming.
I
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Oh.
I think we call it at this point then, sir.